Okay, now we're gonna go over some weapon retention. First of all, this is a blue training pistol. It's not gonna cause any harm to anyone in this room, including my training partner, Josh. What we're gonna focus on here is as they reach for the gun, I don't know what hand they're gonna be reaching with, but it's not gonna matter. What we're gonna do is drag their arm across their body so that they can't come back to us and fight. Arm drags are very, very strong positions. So whatever hand it is, as he reaches, right, I can't allow it to get to this point. So on its way in, I'm passing this by and I'm grabbing behind the tricep with my right hand. We're not grabbing with our thumb, I'm reaching my fingers all the way around to here. When you're high on the arm there, believe it or not, that grip is incredibly strong. So as he goes to pull his arm back away now, I can move him around. So he goes to reach here, I'm passing this by, and I'm stepping around him at the same time I'm pulling. So I'm in this position. This is an overhook, so my other hand's gonna be an underhook. Hands go together, and I wanna bring him down to the ground. I don't wanna pick him up, I don't wanna slam him, I don't wanna waste energy here. So instead I'm gonna put all the weight down into his feet, so when I step backwards, he can't take another step. So I start moving back, it's gonna bring him right down to his butt. Now, I wanna keep his head in this position, shoulder behind it, and now I'm gonna start moving backwards to bring his chest down. This is gonna put a lot of pressure on him. It's not a choke though, I'm not hitting either artery. And when he brings his hands in to start fighting what I'm doing here, the hand that's around the neck is gonna reach for the far wrist. My other hand is gonna grab my own wrist. Okay, so this is a hammerlock position that we're after. What I'm gonna do from here, bring my arm over and I drive this down into his head. From here, he tries to face me, he's gonna have a difficult time, but I want more control. So I step by the top of his head and bring my shin down, pushing his nose into the mat. So I'm not crushing, my weight isn't on his face, it's actually on the ground, but he can't turn back and face me. This is gonna keep him moving towards his belly instead of his back. From here, I'm strong, this comes up and behind the back. So now I have one hand already to be cuffed. I'm gonna rotate around and drag him the rest of the way. And now from this position, it's really easy. The other hand has already come out. So this is gonna work well, again, regardless of which hand he reaches. If he reaches with this one, I'm intercepting here, arm dragging, stepping around. I've got my overhook, so now I need an underhook. And we're going here. Again, same grips as before, and I'm gonna pull his weight down. As I walk back, he can't bring those feet to follow. I bring him down to the ground. So now, as I keep his head forward and pull the chest down, again, the hand around the neck is gonna grab the far wrist. I grab my own wrist, and now I bring him down to his side. You'll see from this angle now, I'm driving his head down, but I'm gonna step up, and my shin is now gonna make his nose face the mat. We elevate, hand behind the back, and now I can start walking around further. And I'm gonna drag until the other hand comes out. At this point, I'm most of the way to where I need to be, and he's pretty immobilized. And that's gonna be your best way of defending your firearm. Make sure our head's always on a swivel, and nobody should be sneaking up to get that close to the firearm anyways.